So with me I have Kabir Khan, who is ready with 83.
Yes.
Who you
Well,
have,
not ready quite,
Not ready, but
but
of
yeah,
course your
almost there.
preparations are going on. You're working with Ranveer Singh, who's very energetic. Tell us
Yes.
something about it.
Yeah, I mean, Ranveer is one big ball of energy, and I think he just takes that energy and then just dives into his characters. I mean, I often call him a chameleon. He's somebody who just completely transforms. It's difficult to say that, if you look at his past 3-4 films, that's the same human being doing all those characters. And needless to say, he's like completely embodied Kapil Dev. I think, the few looks that we've already released are getting a great reaction. And I'm looking forward to showing the film to the world.
And I recently, had a word with Kapil Dev on call, and he spoke at length about the movie, and he seems to be quite excited too. And in fact, he got very impressed with how you showed that Nataraj shot. So how was it for you shooting that? Exactly the same thing, and of course, the look of Ranveer is also similar to Kapil Dev. Tell us something like that.
That's been the biggest challenge, right? Because we're dealing with a team who are all icons. I mean, we're dealing with Kapil Dev, who is a living legend. So when we have to recreate what he did, we have to be really sure and confident that we're going to show it exactly the way they did it. So it took months and months of practice. I mean, it wasn't easy. Some of the boys trained for more than a year. Ranveer himself trained for 5 months to get that right, because he knows, the day we show the film, the whole country is going to be waiting and saying, okay, is Ranveer going to pull it off? And I must say that he has. He's pulled it off with great flair, and of course, and I must thank Kapil sir and the entire team who have always been there. And you can't ask for better. You can't ask for better than Kapil Dev himself coming and teaching your actor how to play a shot, or Madan Lal coming to teach you.
In fact, it's your movie who made him come on the ground.
Yeah, and that is something that for us it was a dream for them to keep coming to our sets, come to the grounds that we were playing. Kapil Dev sir came, Jimmy Amarnath, Sunil Gavaskar, and the West Indies greats.
Yeah.
So it was like a dream come true for all of us.
So how long do we have to wait for the trailer?
I think
Is it a long wait,
it's
or
going to be a month before release. So I think sometime, probably.
Of course, we have to wait for a long. Even Deepika is there in the movie, and she
Yes.
of course plays a pivotal role, along with Ranveer.
Yes.
Tell us something about that, and getting her on board.
So
for this.
Deepika is playing Romi Dev, Kapil Dev's wife, and in terms of screen length, it's not a very long role, but it's a very important role because Romi Dev was a huge support system for Kapil sir, and very important for us to show that, because the film is really about the human side of the players, what happens with them behind the scenes. And so I narrated the script to Deepika, and she loved it, and she came on board as one of our producers. So she's not only acting in the film, she's also a producer of the film.
Yes, which she said it very clearly during the promotions of Chapak. To me, she said, I'm also producer of the movie. I'm just not acting in the movie. Yeah. But handling this battalion, it's not it's not an easy job to have 11 players out there, and
14.
of course 14 players, of course, the backup and all. But having such a huge team, how was that for you? Because you have to make sure that one shot is just not you're focusing not on one person, but 14 people are playing on ground. How was that?
I think so. The actual journey of shooting was a lot of fun and very easy because of the kind of work and time we put into the rehearsals.
Okay.
The fact that the boys were training with each other. I took them to a boot camp in Dharamshala, and we all lived like a team. You would get up at 6 a.m, go to the stadium, play cricket, come back, have lunch, again go back. So all those months of training together, they actually became a team. They behaved like that. They actually took on the personalities of the original 1983 players and started calling. I call all of them by the names of the original players. I never call them by their names. So Ranveer was Kapil, and Saqib was Jimpa. So that's the spirit we embodied. So when we were actually shooting, it was a breeze. It was a blast.
We have not seen you doing a movie with Salman since a long time now. So when will we get to see?
So yeah.
Yeah. So when will we get to see? Because we do hear a lot of rumors about it.
So as of now, I'll say that they are rumors. I would love to do a film with Salman, but of course we have to have the correct script, something that excites him, something that excites me. That's how a film comes together, when a director and an actor get equally excited about a script. So post 83, I'm going to take a little bit of a break because, I've got 2 giant projects. Forgotten Army was a giant project, 83 is a giant project, and they all sort of rolled one into another. So I need a bit of a break to sort of recharge myself, and then I'll soon dive into it.
Tell us something about that, because that's creating a lot of news on the digital platforms. And what made you make a digital debut?
Forgotten Army has been a passion project for me. Yeah, Forgotten Army is something that actually people don't know this, but it was the first script I ever wrote because it's based on my documentaries. It's a true story. It's a story of on a documentary, traveled with two veterans of this army. They were 86 years old at that point in time, and we retraced the route from Singapore, driving all the way through Burma to India, of the route that this army took between 1942 and 1945 in World War II. So it was a sacred story for me, and I wanted to, whenever I made it, I wanted to make it at a certain scale, and I'm so glad, Amazon backed me. I can easily say it's a bigger project than any of my films ever. And I'm really happy with the kind of response we're getting for it because, I think it's a forgotten chapter of Indian history, and today when people are seeing it and they realize that this is something that really happened, these people really lived and existed, that's the kind of overwhelming response that we're getting for it. So I'm really happy that I managed to put it together for Amazon the way I did.
Thank you so much for your time and all the best for your projects.
Thank you. Thanks a lot.